Hi guys, and welcome back to At Home with Elisa. Today I have a very cute assistant here with me. This is Charlotte. You give a wave. Charlotte is going to be helping me today to do some propagating. So as you know, we have a large property here with some noisy birds in the background and we are looking to propagate some of the plants that we actually have here. So we have Coastal Rosemary that we use quite a bit around our property. Do you remember what colours they are, Charlotte?
White and purple.
Yes, white and purple. So we do have two types of Coastal Rosemary that we would like to propagate. We have some other plants here. We use Murraya quite heavily because we have this little one here is allergic to mozzies, and they're supposed to really help out with warding off mozzies. The smell of them evidently keeps the mozzies away. So we do want to propagate more Murraya and keep that dotted around the property. And we also have some other ones called Plum Fabulous, and I think there's another few as well, and some silver Sheens. I'll put the actual names of them as I do them. I'll put the names of them up on the screen. That's just their retail names, so I'll find the actual names of them. So we do want to get some more propagating done on the property. Autumn is the perfect time to do propagating, and on a day like today it's actually fantastic. So we're just going to wait for the rain to stop again, and then we'll go out and get some cuttings, and I'll make sure that I show that for you. We do have everything that we need. We've got our pots, we have our Clonex, Yates Clonex, that's what we use. We put them on the bottom of the cuttings so that then that wards off any bacteria getting into the stems. We have our paper towel, our sprayer, and our scissors. So we'll take you around the property. As soon as the rain stops, we'll take you around the property and get some cuttings, and I'll show you exactly how we do it. Alrighty, what we might do is, just while we wait for all this rain to stop, we might actually start filling up some of the pots. Is that alright with you, Charlotte?
Yes.
Into the pots. We're going to make a mess on the deck.
And we need to fill it all up.
So we want to fill it up to about that high, okay?
Okay.
Good job. Okay, so we've got all of our pots filled now already. They're about halfway full. That will help just give a little bit more support to some of the clippings that we're going to be putting into them. So our pots are ready, our labels are ready, and we're just waiting for the rain to stop. So I just wanted to show you, just before we start potting them up, exactly what plants it is that we're looking at trying to propagate. We do have a few around one of our tiny homes and also at the very entry point of our property. So I thought I'd just show them to you. So this one here is a variegated silver sheen. We have it in just the plain leaf, but I do love, look at that beautiful foliage. And I love the really dark stems. So the variegated silver sheen, this one is actually the same height as me, and we did have another one just on the other side of our steps here, which is the entry point to our tiny home. However, the other one died with all the flooding that we've had. So I'd love to duplicate a few of these around the property because I just think that they're gorgeous. We had them at our last house and they reached like 2.5 meters, and they're really lovely and bushy. This gorgeous little one here is a Murraya. Now, we had Murraya at our last house and we really wanted to try and duplicate some of the pretty plants that we did have at our last house that we loved. These garden beds do need to be redone again. As I said, with the weather that we've been having, it's gone a little bit crazy, but they do get 1 to 3 meters tall. So the whole point of having them just here is that they hide all that ugliness of the underneath of the tiny home. So that will get to a nice hedge, and it should look beautiful. I did lose a few with all that weather. However, I do have some to replace them, so I'll just have to plant those in there. But they have a lovely, beautiful white flower, and the scent is just, it's like orange blossoms. It's just beautiful. So I can't wait until they grow in, just hide all that ugliness nice. And as I said, these are the ones that actually help with regards to mozzies. So anything that can help us will be fantastic. And this one here is one of the Westringia fulicoseas, which is the Coastal Rosemary. When I first met my husband, I told him I was a bit of a plant nerd, and he knew the name, the botanical name Westringia fulicosea off by heart, and he was so proud of himself on one of our first dates that he could quote the name. So we kind of had a little bit of a chuckle about that. We always make sure we have them around our house. So it's just a little bit of a personal joke between the two of us, but we do love them. They come in a purple and a white flower. So I'm not exactly sure which variety this one is, but the more the merrier. So we're propagating as many as we can. And this one here is a forest flame. A forest flame will grow up to about 2 meters tall. They do bush out and they're nice and dense. And I love that they've got like a very thick leaf on them. So the wallabies haven't been interested in them, which is fantastic. We do have a wallaby issue around here, so we have to be careful what we plant. But these seem to be going well, and they're quite upright and sort of a cylinder type plant, which will be lovely. We like the contrast of different foliage, so should look lovely. And this one here is our Lavender Avon view. I'll just get a little bit closer. The bees love it. I love the smell. I love the dainty flowers. So we are, obviously that's a weed, but we are looking to try and duplicate a few of those. I'm not sure if I would like that to go all the way around my cutting garden that I have, so we're tossing up some options at the moment. But I love the silver foliage. So this is the silver foliage represented, and obviously we have the burgundy, we have the deep green, so it's nice just to have layers. These Avon views, they only get to about 1 meter high, and obviously lavenders only last usually 4 to 5 years, but I think they're definitely worth it. And this little one here is being overtaken by grass on our little berm here, but we'll stick with it anyway. It is a gorgeous, it's called a Plum Fabulous is the name, Plum Fabulous. I'll find out the actual botanical name, but this represents our burgundy foliage. So this one actually isn't too deep in the burgundy foliage, but it's in flower, so I wanted to show you what the little flowers look like. They're just lovely. So I'll show you the foliage. This is traditionally the colour of the foliage of the Plum Fabulous, so as you can see, it's just stunning. So it looks gorgeous, and that represents our burgundy foliage in the gardens. So that's just an overview of some of the plants that we're hoping to replicate on our property. Obviously we do have a large property, so whatever we can try and propagate ourselves will save money. So these ones have been in for about 1 year now, and they're definitely the point where they need to have some cuttings taken, so it's the perfect time to try and propagate them. And this is them after just 1 year of growth. You can see there's a little mounded berm just behind our tiny home, but as you can see, they're all starting to fill in. So we just space them out separately, so that burgundy one is going to fill out nice and wide. Next to it's a Coastal Rosemary, will only get to about 1 meter high, and then you've got a really tall forest flame which will kick in. We have put Dichondra Silver Falls on the mound as well. It is slowly starting to fill in, but it's being taken over with the weather with the weeds. But yeah, we just scatter them around. There's one of the white Coastal Rosemaries. Again, a forest flame, that's a littler one. And we just repeat the patterns. We do have some grevilleas here as well. Just there. That's a loopy loo grevillea, which is just beautiful. I'm not sure how to propagate them, otherwise I definitely would, but I need to do a little bit more homework on that one. And they just wrap around. And the whole point of putting them on the berm behind the tiny home is because the back of the tiny homes are really ugly, like really, really ugly. So if I can try and screen them out, it's obviously going to look a lot nicer. So that's the plan. So what we need to do is we need to cut some of this off here. Okay? You want to cut it? Alright, I'm going to get you to cut just here.
Here, because there's no leaves.
Yeah.
Just there?
Yep.
Actually,
No, just here.
just here.
Yep. Oh, big cut.
a
You want
bit
me to do it?
higher.
Yeah, I'll do it. Cut it up a bit higher.
So what are we going to use this for?
We're going to try and start a new plant off it.
Are you just trying to cut it?
And that's what we want. And then cut that little bit off.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, and then we lay it down here. Give it a spray. And then we'll take some more,
Do we
okay?
need some more?
Yep.
Can I-
Oh, that's the way. And
I'll get a drip from this one. And squirt it.
yep. You want to be my squirter while I take off all the cuttings?
Okay.
Can you find the one that looks like it says Murraya?
Murraya.
Yep.
There it is.
Good job.
Inside of it.
Yep. And now where's the Murraya sign? Is it in here?
I got it.
Okay, put it here.
Murraya.
And then we'll get some more tissue paper.
I squirted it.
Put that on top and then spray that again, please. Alright. That's enough. Okay, so what we've been doing is we've just been going, we look down here. You want to look down this one in particular. It's got multi-stems, multi-branches. You come in, you want to at least have 15 centimeters or so. Come in, cut it off. This is one of the Coastal Rosemary plants. And you want to trim off everything up the stem except for the very top. Good job. So the very top one. So you want to cut off all the little stringy bits, any branches, like that. And then what were we doing with it, Charlotte?
Spraying.
Yeah, we want to spray it and lay it on the paper towel, don't we?
Uh-huh.
And put the label with it so you don't forget
Oh,
the label.
Mum, we didn't put any paper towel.
Can you put some paper towel down for me?
There is
Yeah.
a paper towel. Just rip one little bit off.
Two, darling. So that there will be a nice cutting. So that's the purple Coastal Rosemary. And I'll just take some more cuttings and we're just going around getting about 6 of each of them. It's starting to rain, so we're trying to be quick. There you go, darling.
I'll just spray it down.
I'll get some more cuttings.
Yeah, I'll just get this bit.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. So you remember how we did the other one before?
Yeah.
So you pull off all the...
Here, do you want me to
Yeah.
cut them off?
No, just pull them off. See, they're only little. They're only young. So they're nice and soft. And that, look at that. That's perfect. Okay, so now we have just finished. We've had to stop again because of the rain. But we've just finished taking probably about 3 of the plant cuttings that we were hoping to take. So as you can see, we got some nice, oh sorry darling, we got some nice ones. So we're just going to cut off just one more there. So we just need to cut that off there, darling. Oh, I'll do it. So we've got some nice cuttings. You want to show those ones to the screen? This one here is perfect. So as you can see, about 10 to 15 centimeters. We just rip off any leaves that are nice and low. We don't want any of those.
And
So
this
they-
big one.
Yeah, they're good cuttings, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we can propagate them. This is the purple Lustringia furticosa. So we've got our little name tags as well. So in each pot, I'll just put all the clippings for that type of plant that we're trying to propagate. And all we're going to do is just, you ready, darling?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a
Dip them
nice,
in.
fresh, clean cut. Yep, we're going to dip them
In the bottom.
into the bottom,
All the way
and that
to the bottom.
will stop all the bacteria. And then I just use my finger make a hole so that you're not putting any pressure onto the stem. Put it into the hole and then fill in around the sides and firm it in. So I'll show you how we're doing that.
And you do the same with all the other plants.
Yeah, the same with all the others, that's right.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm going to just take that one off anyway.
And zip it in.
Do you want to dip it in?
Yep. Dip all the way to the bottom.
Yep. Because you want to get a nice dollop on it.
So it gets rid of the bacteria.
Bacteria, yeah. Now I'm going to put my finger in and you're going to have to put it in the hole, okay? Good job. And then fill in around the sides.
Nice.
Good job.
Oh,
Alright.
oh, well, we're forgetting about someone.
Okay. Dipping into the hole.
This one
Good job.
gets rid of the bacteria.
Yep. And I'll get you a nice little...
Oh, sorry.
There you go. In there.
And then we better get rid of some of these little leaves off this one. Is this one the Coastal Rosemary?
And there's this one too. Oh, I'm going to do this one, Bubby. Dip it in.
There we go. That's better.
You want to do that one too? Yep. Look at that. That's 5. We might get 5 plants.
Hang on. That's not gonna. Do you want me to dip it in?
You want to dip it? Okay, I'll just take these off.
We're gonna dip it in.
Good
all
job.
the way to the bottom.
Yep.
And make a little hole.
Make a little hole. Hang on, I haven't made a little hole
hole,
over
hole.
here, over this side. And then fill in the sides, okay? Good job. Alright,
Are you
And-
gonna face it back up?
purple coastal rosemary.
Yep, that's it. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to a different plate.
So we've just finished doing all of our propagating now. So we have propagated some lavender, I believe that's Avon View lavender. Oh, thank you, darling. Some purple Astringent fruticosia and some forest flame. I'll find out the actual name of that one. Then over here, can you see where the tag is on that one? This one we weren't sure of. It's definitely a coastal rosemary. I'm just not sure if it's white or if it's purple, but we definitely want extra, so we kept it anyway. Thank you. And we have Silver Sheen. We've got just the plain version and also the lovely variegated version. So if I turn it around, you can see the variegated leaves. Thanks, cutie. And that's our Murraya. So Murraya has beautiful white flower, which, as I said, is supposed to keep mozzies away. And the last one is called Plum Fabulous. So it's a nice deep burgundy colour leaf, which is just beautiful. So
it's sort of red and purple.
That's
together.
right, it is. It's very pretty. And it contrasts nicely with the green. So we like all those. So thank you very much for watching Charlotte and I while we did our propagating. Was it fun, darling? Yeah? We had to stop a few times just due to the weather, but we got there in the end. And hopefully that helps with some of our landscaping for next year. I will do it every autumn and try and propagate and grow our plants. That's the plan. But thank you very much for watching, and if you do like this, please like and subscribe, and I post 1 to 3 videos a week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.